Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Hey, I've got this 1965 Dodge truck. I recently pulled the rear differential out of this truck, and I wanted to replace the seals and the bearings and so forth. But I also wanted to clean up some of the different suspension parts that are connected to the differential as well. And so I tried 4 different methods to do a cleanup on these parts. And remember, it's 50 years worth of rust and grime and crud on these parts. And so I tried sanding some, and it was a lot of labor and effort. I used different types of wire brushes, and I didn't make a lot of progress. I used paint stripper on some parts, which worked out well. But I also used a new method, for me at least. It's called electrolysis. So I ran to Home Depot, picked up a bunch of parts, and then built an electrolysis tank. So I put some parts in there, and I wanted to document and share with you some of the experiences that I had using electrolysis. So take a look at the video. Let me know what you think. I'm always looking for a better way, and this is a whole lot of effort. Regardless of what you do, it's always labor intensive, but I'm looking for an easier, faster, quicker way of cleaning up parts. So let me know what your thoughts are, your experiences, and what you find works and doesn't work, because I certainly need some help, that's for sure, on some of the other parts that I want to do. Some are bigger, some are smaller, but I'm always looking for a better way. So take a look at the video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you want, subscribe. That'd be fantastic. I'd love to hear what your comments and thoughts are as well. So, as always, Gabe, what do we have to do?
Stay awesome and stay classic.
Yeah. Thanks, Gabe. So I did some research. I found some information on an electrolysis tank. And so I ran to Home Depot for about $35, picked up everything I needed. I had a battery charger, but the bucket, the wiring, and so forth. And I wanted to give this a try. So I put all this together, and you can find all this on YouTube and other sources. It's just a tank filled with some solution. Got some old rusty car parts, and I got my battery charger hooked up to everything. And well, we're going to find out how this works. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the charger in. I got it set to 2 amps. With this, we should start getting some bubbling. Looks like it's working. And within a few minutes, or even less, we should get some bubbling. It looks like it's happening. Looks like we're de-rusting these parts. So I'm anxious to see how this works. I'm going to come back in 2 hours, and we're going to take another look and see if it's any better, any worse, and if it made any difference, and if it's worthwhile or not. For 35 bucks, I figured it's worth a try, and if it saves me a ton of time sandblasting, it's worth it to me. So let's come back at lunchtime and take another look. Thanks. Okay, so look, I'm back. I came back after about a half hour or so, and I didn't see much going on with this electrolysis tank. I didn't see any sludge building up, any slime on the surface. So I pulled off that rod that was on the top, and I replaced it with just a bent up coat hanger and wrapped it around. I was thinking maybe I wasn't getting enough connectivity, any electrical current going through it. So since putting that rod on, taking the rod off and putting that coat hanger on, 30 minutes later, I'm seeing all kinds of action here. I'm seeing more swirling in the water. I'm seeing the sludge build up on the top. Looks like it's working much better now. So I'm going to let it run another hour or two and pull the part out, take a look, and see if it's doing anything. But just from my sense here, just from what the surface looks like and the color of the water, how it's all mucky now, I think it's working. I'm anxious to see how it's going to look when we pull it out. So let's check back in another hour or two. Thanks. All right, I'm back. I ended up leaving the stuff in there for a few extra hours. About 5 extra hours, longer than I expected. You can see the amount of muck and stuff that's on the surface, amazing, and how filthy the water is. So I just unplugged it, the battery charger. Let's pull it off. Let's take a look and see what this thing looks like. I'm anxious, curious. All right, so there it is. I'm going to scrub it a little bit in the water over here, and let's take a look. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's my part. After a few minutes of wire brushing and about 4 or 5 hours in this electrolysis tub, this is what it looks like. So there was 50 years of grime and crust and rust on here, and it cleaned up pretty nice. You know, I think overall for $35, I'm going to keep doing some more parts and see if they all turn out this well. I might put this one back in overnight and see if it gets the rest of the crust off of this. But the wire brushing took, you know, layers of, you know, some kind of muck or goo off of this. And this is what it looks like afterwards. So not too bad, and I think it's well worth $35. So I've got a few more parts I'm going to do, and we'll keep playing around with this and see if we can improve upon it. All right, hey, thanks for watching.